Nicholas Redfern, a renowned author, journalist, cryptozoologist and British ufologist, is a strong advocate for the official government release of information regarding UFOs. His dedication has led him to unearth thousands of pages of previously classified British government documents. Redfern also brings attention to a little-known mode of operation, abductions, perpetrated by the military, known as MELABs. The presence of non-human entities on Earth has long been linked to unidentified flying objects. Many believe these beings are aliens from vast cosmic distances or humans from the future. For years, countless individuals have reported being victims of abductions by grey-skinned aliens, incidents often followed by military investigations and the appearance of secret agents in black suits. Author Nick Redfern sheds light on a crucial, often ignored aspect of these abductions. Some abductees report being watched and followed by the military, with black helicopters hovering over their homes and strange individuals in black suits taking photos. According to Redfern, in many cases victims are abducted again, but this time by the military. These actions are classified as MELABs, military abductions. He points out that these operations are carried out by a secret and influential group of individuals within the armed forces and the intelligence community. Thus, the phenomenon of alien abductions is divided into two perspectives. Either all the abductions are human experiments authorized by the government to assess the impact of certain drugs on the organism, as in Project MKUltra, or the government seeks to study the plans of the grey aliens by monitoring abductees. Authors R.M. Lammer and his wife, M.R. Lammer, in their book MELAB, Military Mind Control and Alien Abduction, explore the military's involvement in the abduction phenomenon. Dr. Lammer claims that prominent UFO researchers like Bud Hopkins, David Jacobs and John Mack have neglected these facts for reasons unknown. In his book, he cites the case of Janini Jones from New Zealand, considered the first known case of a mind control implant. She had an implant inserted into her brain soon after birth. Her biological and adoptive parents had ties to the government and the armed forces, respectively. The CIA, in fact, released documents confirming that the agency conducted research on implants during Project MKUltra. This project aimed to expand mind control activities to humans. In other documents, the American intelligence agency placed victims in possession of plant-based chemicals to manipulate or discredit them. Nick Redfern recalls the case of Calvin Parker and Charles Hickson, who claimed to have been abducted by grey aliens in October 1973 in Pascagoula, Mississippi. A curious detail is that the location of the abduction is about 8 miles from Horn Island, used as a testing center for biological and chemical weapons during World War II. Furthermore, Project MKUltra lasted from the 1950s to the 1970s. Therefore, it is plausible that Parker and Hickson were taken to Horn Island for mind manipulation experiments. Another notorious case of abduction, that of Antonio Villas-Boas, also involves the participation of the military. In 1978, Busko Nedeljkovic presented himself to UFO researcher Rick Reynolds as a former CIA agent. Busko revealed that he participated in a CIA project to destabilize key figures in the civil rights movement, and that Villas-Boas was used as a guinea pig in the CIA's mind control program, MKUltra. He reported that the goal was to discover how to control and alter the brains of individuals using hallucinogenic substances. Nick Redfern also discusses the abduction experiences of a woman named Allison in his book On the Trail of the Flying Saucer Spies, which, to some extent, reinforces Busko's narrative. According to Redfern, Allison was abducted on several occasions. She had fragmented memories of her abductions, including intense lights in the room and small creatures leading her to a ship outside the house, where she underwent examinations. This continued until her 5th abduction, when she regained consciousness and saw the grey alien figures transform into a group of men in black suits, and the supposed ship was, in fact, an unidentified black helicopter. Allison is convinced she was used in secret military experiments with mind-altering drugs. There are many cases of abduction in which victims realized they were being watched by men in black helicopters flying over their homes. For Nick Redfern, it is clear that these cases involve extraterrestrials or MKUltra agents, and he believes that one cannot ignore the stories of abductees about encounters with aliens. Contact with the so-called reptilian and insectoid alien races has transformed the way we visualize extraterrestrials. In the 1960s, a negative view of space entities was formed, which led government agencies to seek the truth. They kept abductees under constant surveillance to obtain more information about these encounters. If aliens exist and are trying to interfere in our lives, it is necessary to understand the nature of abductions and find a way to stop their plans. In addition, the government's secret surveillance and data collection from victims suggest a concern for national security, according to Redfern. It is likely that these projects are unrecognized special access programs, just like so-called black projects. Therefore, most government officials are unaware of the existence of this research. It is also interesting to note that many MILAB victims report seeing both alien beings and human military personnel during their experiences. However, such accounts need to be thoroughly investigated and require further study before concluding that extraterrestrials and the military are working together. If you found this content intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos about this and other mysteries. Also, hit the notification bell to get alerts whenever we have new content. Your support is very important for us to continue exploring these fascinating topics.